Hey, 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 scrappy people. It's Tracy Reed here today, back with day 11 of my December daily. And today I'm working on a photo of some Christmas ornaments that I made for gifts this year. So if you are someone that I would send a gift to, get off this video. I'm talking to you, Mom. Get off. Anyway, I am just going to work on a single page 6x8 today, and I have this 5x5 photo of the ornaments, and I am just going to layer some papers vertically in a vertical stripe. And yeah, I know I say it often, and somebody in the comments the other day said that they laugh every time I say it, but I am going to keep this one simple. In fact, this video is only 9 minutes long because this is so simple. So I am currently trimming down a 4x4 card so that I can put it on the top and the bottom of the picture, and it looks like it's one full paper. And of course I adhere this a little off center, so my anal retentive butt has to pull this off, which rips it, but it's okay because I'm covering it right back up. And that's better. So I really like the simplicity of the wood grain with the sort of red candy cane stripe. And then I'm also going to use that black 4x4 card. And first I'm going to adhere down the photo so that I know where to put the pieces to make it look right. There we go. Okay, so now looking at this, I decide that it just needs a little bit of embellishment. And I'm going to put some stuff up in the top right corner and the bottom left corner. And I pull out this old wood veneer from an old Gossamer Blue collection, and I'm going to trim that 8 off so that I can use just the one and make an 11. And I decide that it needs to be backed with something, so I'm going to pull out my tags, my bag o' tags, and I'm going to go through a few of them. At first I was looking at some shaped tags like the Christmas trees, but I didn't love the way that they looked up there. It's such an awkward spot right there with that angle. I decided to go with the hexagon snowflake tag. And initially I was going to put one on each side here, but I go to string the tag after I adhere down these numbers, and I break it. Sob. But it actually works out in the end because I came up with something better. So here we go. I go to string it, and this cardstock is not as thick as I'm used to, and it pulls right through. Womp womp. So I'm going to use the other one instead, and I decide to string it before I put down the numbers, which is a good decision, because when I go to put down the numbers, I decide instead to offset them instead of putting them directly on the card, or tag, I suppose. So there we go. We're going to tie a bow. Dun, da, da, da. And I like that, so I'm going to put it down. And then I'm going to reposition these numbers, and I'm just going to fill up that empty space down there underneath. And I like that a lot better because now you can see the snowflake and it fills up some of that blank space. Now I need something for the left hand side, so I pull out the chipboard, but then I was like, maybe not. Let me think about it. So I'm going to use some of these buttons, I was initially going to use different buttons, but then I decided to use all of the gingham buttons because I liked the repetition. And I actually end up rearranging these a little bit once I finish my layout. I do it off camera, but nothing really too noticeable. So now I'm going to pull out my bag of labels, and I try out this vellum label, and I don't love it. It's a little bit big. So then I find this red label, and initially I was going to, or a red label, there we go. Initially I was going to use both ends of it, so I was going to adhere it down here and then cut off the excess, but I adhered it crookedly, and then when I went to try and fix it, it kind of ruined the label, and then I didn't have enough to do a second label. It wasn't long enough, so I just pulled it off. I'm going to go with something else instead because it was really bothering me how that label was all messed up. So then I find this little star label, but I feel like it doesn't make enough of an impact. So I'm going to layer it with this plaid label, plaid flag tag, plaid flag tag that I cut the tag part off of. So it just ends up being a plaid flag. And then I'm looking at this going, it doesn't feel balanced enough. Like I need something else here. So I'm just kind of trying to figure that out. And so I go into the chipboard and I find this gold and white flag. And I think, okay, I kind of like that. I think that'll work. Of course, I look through the chipboard to make sure that it's my best option, and I like it. So I'm going to put it down, and then I'm going to trim off the excess. And then I decide that it needs a little title. Of course, the ornaments have words on them, so I don't want big letters or anything like that. So I decided to add, look at me rearranging these buttons. I was not happy with them. Anyway, I decided to add "with love" on the tag, and then I'm going to get out some letter stickers, and I'm going to put "made," so it's going to say "made with love" on. I put it on the plaid tag, and that's about it. So if you enjoyed this layout, I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you.